good morning, and how are you today? I'm good, man. I don't have my coffee machine going yet. I should. But I got up late and I need to get going, so I wanted to jump on this and do this now. I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday, and I hope you have another one today. So yesterday, a couple of videos surfacing of the people in power, the elites, those that get off on telling us how to live our lives. They get off on being adored by one side, not doing what they tell us to do. And once again, you'll have one side protecting them and the other side attacking them. I mean, folks, I'm sorry, but if you're wondering why people have been just pissed off over the last 20 years, and it's going to get worse, because when you've been called every name in the book simply because you exist, and you've been insulted, and you've been shamed, and you've been lied to, openly lied to by the media, and you know it, and then you have people coming at you saying, well, you don't care, you're a racist, and you're this, and then you're like, well, how come you don't care about everybody? I want you, let's flip it. Imagine for 20 years people insult you on a daily basis, over and over and over. And then one day they're like, hey, how come you don't like us? How come you won't do things to help us? Because they fucking hate you. Because you helped make it happen. How about that? This isn't rocket science, man. I know we get caught up in our partisan nonsense, and we get caught up in protecting our team and attacking their team, even though you may find people on both sides of the fence doing the exact same thing. You'll defend yours, but you'll attack theirs, and then you wonder why people are like, it's kind of hypocritical, isn't it? It goes back to this programming, and it is programming. We have been socially programmed to believe that if you don't agree with me, you're a racist. It's just, it's insanity. It's insanity. Nancy Pelosi at a rally apparently this weekend, or some one of those fancy August dinners that they all have in Napa Valley, talking to all white people with all brown people serving them. I mean, it's a repulsive image. It's just and the people that are serving are wearing masks, while all the rich white people are sitting there eating in their suits and whatever. And none of them wear a mask. Neither is she. And we're supposed to sit there and then you wonder those people that are I guess I'm going to say pro-vaxxers. I don't know if it's just that. It's kind of a generalization. By the way, I've got mine, so you don't get to scold me on that. So shut up. Especially the ones that can't wait to get on Twitter. F people that don't want. F people this. F that. You are effing. Really? For 20 years, people have been enduring this messaging that they're evil, that they're racist, that they're stupid, that they don't care, and then you wonder why they don't want to help you. You don't want to help them. You don't give a shit about them. Just say it. Just say it. Be honest. You hate them. And you hate them, and the messaging has been that for so long. And then you wonder why they don't want to help you. Do you have your head really, really far up your ass, or just kind of up your ass? I'm sorry, my friends that are progressives, because, like I said, the right nationalist group, they've got their problems too. But you don't get to sit there and scold people. Get over yourself. You're not that important. If we switch it around, you'd be sitting there screaming, holy hell. And you would be right. 20 years. Since right after, like I said, it really accelerated after 9/11, but I saw it for real when the Iraq War started. How overtly partisan 90% of the media is. And they didn't want to hide it anymore. The cat was out of the bag. The constant subversive message. The constant covert messaging. If you are not with us, you're a racist, bigot, whatever, and you don't care about people. To my friends that think that, you're wrong. And if you can't handle that, then you can't handle it. It's insanity. It's insanity. Imagine going to work for 20 years. 20 years you go to a job, and on a daily basis, your boss and your coworkers all call you names, all say you suck, all say you're probably this, you're probably that. And, and then one day one of them coming up to you saying, how come you don't care about us? Ask yourself what that would be like. And now we have one group. It's not everybody, please, okay? I hate generalizing, but then there is a group of people who are pro-vaccination, who can't wait on a daily basis to get on social media and hate on people who aren't. But at the same time, these same people have been messaging day after day after day about how you hate women, how you hate black people, how you hate this one, how you hate that one, you're stupid, you're ignorant, you're dumb. Oh, but how come you won't help us and get vaccines? How about they think you're a fucking scumbag and they don't want to help you? Have you thought about that? How about when you beat on people's heart and beat on their emotions and just constantly berate them over and over and over and over? They want nothing to do with you. And then you sit back and you'll say, see, we told you. It's the ultimate in passive-aggressive bullshit. I don't even know if it's that passive. This is why I say the only way to fix this is with literal, true kindness, true compassion, true love for your neighbor. It's the only way. So if you're sitting around thinking you're better than everybody, if they don't agree with me, they're evil, and I'm going to tell people I'm going to get on this thing, I'm going to get on that, I'm going to get on the other, and tell everybody. But wait, they won't help each other. They won't help us. Why don't they listen to us? Why don't they like us? Because you treat them like fucking shit. That's why. Because for the better part of 20 years, somebody who lives out here, okay, if you're on the East Coast and you're a Democrat, you don't have an opinion on this because you didn't see it. Or if you're on the left coast and you're a Democrat or a Republican even, you don't get to say, no, that's not true. Okay, I saw it with my own eyes. Driving through Indiana for the better part of 12, 13 years, judging shows in September. And in 2000, you're driving past, or even 1999, you're driving past a place where there was employment. In 2010, it's not even there anymore. You don't get to, these are people that had jobs. Now I know it's flyover country and you think the blah, blah, blah. Okay. But when you're constantly berated for 20 years, 15 years, whatever, more, and you're called every name in the book, and then all of a sudden, this message starts to bubble to the top that, hey, you know what? The reason America is a mess is because of you. And you wonder why people are pissed, and they do what they do, and they select who they select. Gosh, wake up. Seriously, wake up. You don't get to be hateful overtly for decades on one group of people and then sit there and say, hey, they don't care about us. How come they don't care? Maybe they don't. Maybe they're like, hey, fuck you. How about stop calling me names? Let's start with that. But you won't, will you? Some of you just won't, because you need to. You need to be hateful to other people to validate your own existence. See that on Twitter every day. People that I know make their grandiose statements. F you if you're not a vaccine, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Whatever. F you for getting it. How about that? Because no one cares. Well, maybe your circle of people do. And, you stay in the circle and you tell everybody, look what I did. See how good I am? I'm pissed this morning. I really am. I'm so tired of people like Nancy Pelosi, who's just an awful human being. Awful. Has been for a long time. Getting a pass. You'll get online and you'll scold everybody and say "f you" if you're not if you don't have a vaccine, or "f you" if you, or "f you" if you vote for Trump, or "f you" f everybody, except when your team does the same shit, and then you're like, crickets, crickets, crickets. Sorry, calling it as I see it. Balls and strikes, man. Don't expect compassion from people that you don't show compassion to. Don't expect compassion from people you don't show compassion to. They're fucking pissed off. Now, I'm not a Trump guy. Never been, never will be. But I do know, after decades of being called every name in the book, decades of being insulted, shamed. If you live out here, there's a pretty good chance you lost your job at least once. And now all of a sudden you're wondering, gee, how come they don't like us? How come they won't care about us? Don't they care about this one? Maybe they do. Maybe they just don't care about you. People in the media don't care about them. That's for sure. Every late night host, literally except one, the guy that's on top now, Gutfeld. Every single late night host. And they're all fucking trash. Colbert and Kimmel and all these other scumbags. Are they compassionate? Are they kind in any way, shape, or form to the people they don't agree with? Or do they make their living on a nightly basis being snarky, nasty, and shitty to people? And you're sitting there wondering why these people who have been berated by people for over 20 years don't have any communal connection to you? You're constantly telling everybody, first of all, you're bad. The media does everything in its power to divide us. These idiots do the exact same thing. And then they wonder why. You want to help? Shut up. Let the wounds heal, but that's not going to happen. Or reach out and accept the fact that just because you said it, other people aren't going to do it. There you go, man. I'm sorry. I ain't here to pull punches. You can't mend fences by breaking them down. Anyway, even if you are one of those people, though, that's not because I hate you. It's because I'm tired, aren't you? I'm tired. Please rethink your strategy. Because if you want to talk about COVID, not going anywhere. We're going to be varianted to death. Well, that's a bad use. I shouldn't say it that way. We're going to be varianted into just submission. There's going to be one variant after another variant. And this thing, well, if everybody would just put their masks on. No, it's not how it works. Oh, the stupidity of it all. Anyway, you might be mad at me for watching this, or you may be on the other side saying, thanks for saying it. I don't know. It's just calling it as I see it. Look, it's time to get on with my day. I really do want coffee now. As angry as I am sometimes, man, I really do love you. I want people to wake up. You can't fix things with hate. Hate is poison. Hate destroys. It doesn't fix anything. So if you're throwing it around out there and then wondering why people aren't doing what you think they should be doing, the strategy won't work. Okay? Anyway, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day.